Hello everybody, welcome to Indigo Tarot Odyssey. I just had this hilarious standoff with my cat because I set up the altar and began to speak, and she just stared at me and took like these little tiny steps closer and closer to the cards because she'll lay on them every single time. And I was like, don't you dare. I was giving her that look and I knew she was going to do it, so I had to restart the camera. I'd have a word with my feline. She's getting out of hand up in here. So you guys, today's read is going to be about important spirit messages for you, whatever they are, and they are going to be extremely beautiful because this just arrived, the Conscious Spirit Oracle deck. Now this was written and illustrated by Kim Dreyer, and she has supremely beautiful artwork and messages. They spoke to me immediately. Everything resonated. So beautiful and fluid and helpful. And I feel like if I began my day just reading 2 or 3 of her beautiful, affirmations and gorgeous sentiments in her deck, it would just be the right foot to start the day off in. And I feel with each one of these, I'm going to give you each an affirmation because I was going through a bunch of great affirmations yesterday. Just simple ones like, I possess qualities needed to be extremely successful. Creative energy surges through me and leads me to new and brilliant ideas. I need these things as a creative when I wake up to know I'm going to be continually inspired, and I'll have good, a good flow of imagery and things that I need. If you see any of the cards moving, it's just because the cat is like really close by being ridiculous. Happiness is a choice. So when we base our happiness on our own accomplishments and the blessings we've been giving, they'll continue to flow for sure. So we have 3 choices. Oh, just another quick announcement. Over on Instagram, which is Sparkles11, if you come follow me, I'm still running the contest where you can win your pair of supercharged Stonehenge crystals. You win 2 of them, and all you have to do is follow me. I do a couple drawings a week. Last week I had a couple contests. I just like to do it with free readings and jewelry and all kinds of things. I like to give back. You guys support me, and that's the easiest way. Holding contests over on YouTube is difficult. You have to filter through thousands of messages, where it's easier to just have your followers, and then I just do a funny thing where I pull 2 initials and then I match it up with whatever the monikers are, or 1 depending. It's really fun, and it's all through luck and karma, so it's a good time. Again, you guys, I'm running my special. If you want to ask 2 questions for $25, I create you a reading video just like I do normally, but I want to run some specials because I know in these economic times some people are feeling the pinch. So if you just want to go to my links below, it'll have all the information, where to email me, so on and so forth. So thanks, you guys. So the 3 choices are, number 1 is the present. I fully experience every moment in my life by living in the present. Number 2, there's also a number 23 if that is meaningful for you. Stop that. Number 2 is solar plexus. I take actions daily that awaken my personal power. And also the number 13. Number 3 is, I am a guardian of Mother Earth and protect all who live on her. Oh, look at her little face. And that is Earth Angel. I'm going to zoom over a little bit so you guys can see her face right there. Look at her. I just want to be close. I love her. She's my oldest and dearest cat. And Elaney, so funny, I'm going to catch you a cat. So she went to her neighbor's house who had babies, and she just brings this cat over. And I can't imagine. Even Winter was not as cute as old Poots here, because Poots was just like, her little big huge green eyes, and she just loves me like no other. If I raise my voice, even like laughing or whatever, she runs to me wherever I am, because she's very protective of energy, and she's just the sweetest, dearest thing. Look at her face again. I just want to be right here. But she loves the altar wherever my hands are and I'm doing work. She wants to be there too. It's very sweet. Comment down below, you guys, if you have a cat that just has to be up your butt wherever you are. I love her so much. Okay, so let's see what your message is. Number 1. So the present. This card is really telling you that it's time to release the past and trust that the future is going to be what it should be and as it should be, and align yourself with the now. Become fully present in everything that you're doing. Don't worry about what has been or what might be, by really experiencing the moment. And I know sometimes that's hard. I have to pull myself back in. I'll actually say, are you here? Are you here? Somebody's talking to me. If I should be listening to a reader that has good messages, I'll be like, are you here? I'll pull myself out of future thinking endeavors. So being in the now, your energy is aligned to you and focused on the task at hand at well. So you'll do a better job, whatever you're doing. You'll provide excellence and focus for it, right? You ever make something like food and be like, oh, I put salt in instead of sugar? That's because we're not being in the present or paying attention to the task at hand. So by doing this, we're going to be able to achieve more success as well. So if you're not in the present, you easily lose focus and concentration. By living in the present, you're going to be able to experience every gift, every opportunity, because you're looking, thinking, seeing, feeling, all of that, right? Every miracle of each day. I love doing this when I step outside. I intensely listen for every bird calls. I love to feel the sun. I like just notice everything, extreme presence. So most of your worries stem from past or future. This is the important part. So when we live in the present, it releases us from that fear and worry, and it allows us to begin to experience a life filled with greater abundance, joy, and contentment. So really, to have that be your thing you're focused on today. Notice if somebody is talking to you, and the moment your thought goes on to something other than their words and what they're saying to you, be like, are you here? Are you here? Pull yourself back. Notice how often you do that. Because when you live in the present, there really is zero room for fear. You're so occupied with the beauty, the magic, everything that you're honed in on. That's why artwork is so helpful for me as well. Even if you have to have some lovely healing frequency, megahertz vibrations in the background, that kind of occupies that area of the brain that wants to wander away, you know. But again, we don't have fear, or we don't have anxiety, because what's to be anxious about? We're not worried about something we did or something we're going to be doing. We're experiencing now. And that's a huge deal. And that's a beautiful way to be, and really taste that food. Slow down and digest and taste that food. When you're walking, smell that fresh air. I love sounds. I love nature sounds. So if you're by water, to hear those waves lapping up on the ocean, the wind in trees, all of that. Be tuned into that. Now, 2 of your affirmations that I'm hearing are, my thoughts are filled with positivity and my life is plentiful with prosperity. Oftentimes I will go on I always say Pinterest and Ian last, so I'll just say Pinterest. I go on there and I'll pull off a bunch of stuff, write it down, and I'll keep looking at it. It kind of like relocates my focus back into that. Another thing that is good for you right now too is everything that is happening now is happening for my ultimate good. So because that means that you can take the reins and control it too. Take a breath before you speak and have what comes out be beneficial to everybody around. That way you're creating a warm, nice, energetic environment, right? So that's happening for your good. Just all of those things, but definitely fill your thoughts with positivity, so you know you're filled with gratitude because your life is plentiful and filled with prosperity. Beautiful. I love the artwork on this too, group 1. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Don't forget to press like and subscribe, and all my links are down below. If you want to take advantage of the $25 read, just go to my links below. Come see me on Instagram and join in and win your set of supercharged Stonehenge crystals. I'm going to be announcing the winner tomorrow as well. Now, we're on to number 2. I take actions daily that awaken my personal power. Absolutely. I cannot recommend Marissa Peer's more for a speaker and analyst than anybody else in the world for this, because she awakens in us our utter focus on what's important to us, and that is knowing that we have value and purpose and that we are worthy of whatever we are trying to accrue in our life for ourselves, whether it's attention for our work, self-care. It's always saying that you are worth it, and she lovely ribbons that through all her speeches and things that she gives on YouTube. And there's nothing more beneficial than putting attention, time, and love into yourself, showing yourself, you know, that you're valued, because if not you, then who, right? And other people, we teach other people how to treat us by how we treat ourselves, right? Absolutely. So by doing that, we're taking these daily actions that awaken our personal power to bring us strength, direction, and purpose as well. So, you know, this is about our solar plexus chakra. Also is linked to fire, personal power, self-esteem, and it means lustrous gem. The name Mana Pura in this card. The color associated with it is yellow, and it's situated roughly 2 inches right above your navel. And this card deals with your lack of excess or personal power. You ever just get massive butterflies or your stomach flips right in that area? You feel unsteady or unready. This is where you dig in and you go, I've got this. I always just tell myself where I am, I've got this, no problem. I can do this with ease, right? And even though there might be times that are difficult, they're only short phases of life. So I'll say this is just going to last a moment and you're able to power through. So if you allow others to make decisions for you or allow them to manipulate you, you won't find happiness. So if you feel that coming on, that's when it's time to set up your boundaries and say, no, I thank you for your opinions, but I think I'm going to move in another direction. We never have to be rude or say that's ridiculous, because oftentimes people will assert their opinions in so quickly, even if you haven't asked for them. So kindness is, they think they're being helpful, but sometimes it's thoughtlessness that comes in. It's just like they're just saying things because they either want to excuse themselves from the area or they really think they're helping. So again, always just say, thank you, but I'm definitely following my own path on this for sure, because some people will absolutely use outright manipulation too if it benefits them. If they have a dog in that race and they stand to gain financially or any way through you, they will try manipulation at times depending on their character. But you'll be more and more aware of that. And to find happiness, we just have to, dig deep and go our own way and set those boundaries and say no thank you. Because by following our own path and making choices that are our own, you're going to find out that your own inner strength and confidence is going to grow. Seriously, you make a choice, it works out for you. I've got this. I know how to make smart choices that are in alignment with what's going to provide me with happiness, balance, and safety, right? Start small. And this is really great for a lot of teenagers that are going off to school and stuff. Sometimes it's hard to trust your intuition and you have to make new choices that might have otherwise been made by parents or adults, right? So always just really calmly evaluating, well, what do I think would happen if I went in this direction? And what do I feel would happen if I went in this direction? And really listen to this solar plexus chakra, because it's a good indicator of what right choices are, right? And if you have pain in that feels like some things are suppressed or being manipulated by others. You'll get stomach aches, things of that matter. It's a really sensitive era. So start acknowledging your strengths right now that are around you. All people have their own part to play in our lives, right? No one is better than anybody else, but only by respecting and recognizing the strengths in others, you'll find their cooperation. And by acknowledging your own strengths, you're going to be able to live your life to the fullest. And everybody has a gift. That's the cool thing. Whatever that gift is, try and exercise it. A lot of people don't think that their gifts have monetary value or are a resource that can make them income because it comes to them so easily, right? You'll have a lot of people that, because they love painting or whatever, they're like, oh, sure, I'll paint you a picture of your child, this and that. They give away. But that's where your true value and talents lie. So of course you should work in accordance with having that be a revenue stream as well. I find out so many people dismissive, oh, I've always read tarot, always love it. And it's like, so they do free readings for everybody. And it's one of those things that they think because it comes easily and they enjoy it, that shouldn't be their vocation, right? Recognize where that is. Remember, power is not about control, but about recognizing and awakening the unique inner strengths of all those around you, for sure. And you're going to be able to tap into this. So I feel like some great information for you, affirmation, is my ability to conquer my challenges is limitless. My potential to succeed is infinite, right? And then I am conquering my illness. I am defeating it steadily each day. My life is just beginning. Whatever that illness is, if you have, because I feel like this is meant for a select few. It could be mental illnesses. It could be physical illnesses. It could be just really restrictive thinking, whatever, right? Because if we are shrinking ourselves and making ourselves smaller, so people aren't paying attention to us or trying to manipulate us, that's a type of illness too, where we have to be bold and strong and courageous in our dreams and reach out. If there's somebody who's trying to suppress us and tell us what we should be doing for a living or how we should be educating ourselves, no, you know really intrinsically what you want, and this is you speaking up and reaching for it, finding your bliss. You're going to follow the path that you love, and you are fully aligned with your soul purpose with this card group too. So beautiful energy. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Don't forget to press like and subscribe. And all my links are down below if you need a private read. Take advantage of the $25 reading. All my stuff is down there. You know, I realize there's some economic strain here, and I definitely want to give back and contribute. And also come see me on Instagram and win your free double amulets, a pair of them. They are the supercharged Stonehenge crystals. I just love doing giveaways over there. You guys are you're filled with such gratitude and light and joy. It's like whenever I have time or the resources, I'm definitely going to be running the contest for you guys. You're amazing. So now we're on to number 3, which is Earth Angel. You are grounded of Mother Earth and protect all who live on her. I love this energy because once we decide I am calm, I am grounded, you know, you smell the flowers, you feel the wind, you listen to the waves. All of that is such a soothing, natural, elemental calming. This is you being plugged into that. Now, this card is kind of a reminder to you that this is time to awaken the protective angelic side of yourself in order to safeguard the earth and all the life in it for future generations. A lot of you guys are vegans or vegetarians. You do not like the slaughter of animals for food, you know, and I don't get political in any of my readings. It's just not my place to do that. But a lot of you feel strongly about that. And because of that, also, you know, everything that happens within the sphere, the global warming, the pollution of the oceans, things of that nature, you feel very strongly about this. So begin by ensuring that your actions and words are supportive and sustainable future for this beautiful planet too. You know, through active participation in living in harmonious life with all of nature, you can show others to the way forward. Again, a lot of you guys, you started before there were no plastic bags. You started bringing your own recyclable bags, things of that nature. You wish the earth and all of its occupants safety and health. So it's being unselfish and compassionate in all your dealings with people, animals, and all the natural world too. You know, everybody deserves their square footage on this earth. So show compassion to friends too, family and strangers through daily random acts of kindness. Anything, if you're going to the grocery store or you're going to get donuts, you drop some off for them. If you see them out in their yard struggling with their lawnmower, because I have some elderly neighbors, you help them start it or ask if you want them to help. You would love to help them mow their lawn, whatever it is. I feel everybody who watches my channel has such beautiful kindness in your hearts, the things that I read in your comments, and I know just through clairvoyancy what you do is just earth healing, heart healing, and amazing and kind. Remember though that expecting something in return definitely negates the sincerity behind your good deeds, right? We don't mow our neighbor's lawn because we think there's going to be monetary reward or, you know, they're going to help us. We are giving unconditionally. And by sharing and caring for all the life on the planet, you're going to help raise your energy big time, bringing the earth closer to a point where fear can be replaced by love and future generations can have their own hopes and dreams for a better future too. That's another thing that I plug into. Anytime I'm doing something almost careless from childhood where all these issues weren't brought to the forefront, I think, what about this? What about my children and their children's children, the future generations, and how they're going to be experiencing the earth for sure, right? You know, gratefully accepting the abundance that the earth bestows on us lets us recognize that everything that's flowing from Mother Earth for sure. She's the foundation for all three elements, air, fire, and water, all life. So we're definitely caring for her. So I definitely feel that some of your affirmations for you right now, simple. I love my job. I work with and for wonderful people. I find love everywhere in my life and forgive myself for not being perfect. I choose joy and ease every day. I'm having affirmations just floating around because if you can, I think that this is a beautiful focal point in life where we're trying to raise the vibration of others and ourselves. And if we have things like this around, like I can do this, I focus on the positive, I have the courage to live my dreams, written right in front of us on little sticky notes or whatever, and we're able to constantly peek up and see that, it's a reminder. We're reminding ourselves to have confidence in our dream, our planet, one another, our health, everything. And these are components that help us feel comfort and safety as well. So I am going to go upload for you guys. Again, if you're new to my channel, welcome. Don't forget to press like and subscribe and go win your free pair of amulets that I brought so many crystals to Stonehenge, and I did them in groups. I filmed the first group, and I'll have to put that on my Patreon, of me doing the rituals over the crystals. And I'm putting up a pair. I just do this fun thing where I pull a few cards, and then if the first people that I run across, like I do a stream up on Instagram, that it matches your moniker's initial, you are the winner. And I'm gonna do that on Saturday. And I run lots of contests for free reads, jewelry, all kinds of things over there. So come see me at Sparkle Sylvan. All my links are down below. If you want to take advantage of this $25 2-question video reading that I'm gonna do for everybody, because I know times are a little tighter and I want to be able to contribute, and a lot of you guys have some questions out there, so I'm happy to do that. So again, you guys, love and light. And if you are curious about this deck, again, because it's so beautiful, it is the Conscious Spirit Oracle deck, and I'm actually going to do a review and a thumb through and have it over on my Patreon channel if you want to check it out, because the artwork is like, it's so blissful. Like, look at some of the cards, absolutely gorgeous. So love and light to you guys. I'm going to go upload.